Welcome to the Socialette podcast, where we empower you with the marketing know-how you need to create the business of your dreams. I'm your host, Steph Taylor, and I'm a marketing nerd, Shiraz lover, and passport stamp collector. Join me as I dive into all things small business marketing and deliver them to you in bite-sized, fluff-free lessons every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's get learning. Hey, welcome back to Socialette. This is episode 139, 9 Reasons You're Not Making Sales from Social Media. This episode is brought to you by my free content marketing masterclass, 5 steps to your next 10K, your content roadmap. Creating content takes a lot of time, and often it feels like your content's just falling flat, like nobody cares about it. Inside my free masterclass, I'll share my 5-step content marketing roadmap and my sanity-saving content creation strategy so you can create more content in less time and get better results. If that sounds good, pop on over to stephtaylor.co/roadmap to register. Okay, so on to the episode. Something I get asked quite a lot is, why aren't my followers buying from me? And I really wish there was an easy one-size-fits-all answer for this question, but unfortunately there isn't. There are a lot of reasons why your followers might not be converting. Some of them are easy to fix, and others are completely out of your control. So just one quick thing to note about this episode, this mainly applies to Instagram, but they will apply to other social media platforms as well. But just when I'm referring to followers and posts and that sort of thing in this episode, I am talking about Instagram. Okay, so the first reason why you're not making sales from social media is you're pushing the hard sell to people who don't know you or trust you. If you're constantly promoting your products or services and you're never sharing any value adding or connection building content, then your audience probably doesn't know you, like you, or trust you enough to buy from you yet. Try to spread out your promotional or salesy posts so that you're not just promoting all of the time. Try to find a good balance of content. The second reason why you're not making sales from social media, you forget to tell people about your products or services. So this is on the flip side. Now, from point number 1, if you never promote your products or your services, don't be surprised if none of your followers buy them. There's definitely a balance between your promotional content and your other content. It's just a matter of finding out what works best for you and for your audience. Reason number 3, your website is slow to load or looks terrible on mobile. Pretty much everyone using Instagram will be on their phone, which means when they click through to your website, it had better load fast and it better work well on mobile. If they have to zoom in just so they can click on certain buttons, they're not going to. They'll just go to another website. Same with if it's too slow to load. They're just going to exit out of it and go back to scrolling through social media. Reason number 4, you're focusing on quantity, not quality. If you're sharing content just to hit a certain number of posts per day or posts per week, and not because you actually have something valuable to share, you're going to find your engagement drops a lot. And this signals to Instagram that people aren't as interested in your content, which means that your future content will reach fewer people. So instead of trying to pump out 3 posts a day, post fewer but better quality posts instead. Reason number 5 why you're not selling on social media. Your followers aren't the right people. I see this a lot with people who have used giveaways as a tactic to get more followers. If your followers aren't buying from you, it might just be that they have no need for what you do or sell, or maybe they just don't want it. I know that sounds really harsh, but it's a possibility. They may have followed you for a completely different reason, so they're not actually interested in your products, or maybe they're just following you for the free stuff. Reason number 6, you're selling features, not benefits. So let's pretend for a second that I sell pillows. Which of these is a more compelling statement? Statement number 1, my pillows are made from 100% duck feathers, or statement number 2, my pillows deliver a good night's sleep. You're not in the business of selling feathers. You're in the business of selling a good night's sleep. So focus on the benefits of what you're selling when you're promoting your product or your service in your captions. Reason number 7, your expectations are too high. Only a small percentage of your followers will click through to your website, and an even smaller percent will actually convert. So if you're expecting thousands of customers from free social media in your first month of business, you need to adjust your expectations. And you also need to go back and listen to my episode on why you can't rely on organic social media alone. Reason number 8, you're not resonating with your audience. Maybe your audience wants or needs what you're selling them, but they just don't feel like you get them, or they don't feel like your product is right for them. Rather than trying to be everything for everyone, try to speak to the exact pain points of your ideal customer or client. It might feel like you're excluding other people, but the right people will be like, aha, this business gets me. And then they'll be so much more likely to buy from you. And then reason number 9, the last reason why people aren't buying from you on social media, you're relying on organic social media alone to market your business. The way that the algorithms work these days, you can't afford to only market your business on organic social. Your growth will just simply be too slow. Also, given that people rarely buy on the first interaction with your brand, it makes sense to invest money in retargeting ads to try and get them on as many touch points as possible. And of course, you want to start building your email list. Don't forget to do that. That's it for this episode, 9 reasons why you're not making sales from social media. Pop on over to stephtaylor.co/roadmap to register for my free masterclass. Make sure you hit subscribe to this podcast in your podcast app of choice so you don't miss any new episodes released every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're enjoying this podcast and maybe you've learned 1 or 2 things, maybe 3 things, I'd really appreciate a quick rating and a review in your podcast app of choice. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Catch you next time.